Welcome back to Joe and the Fan. I'm Joe, I'm an expat. I moved to Thailand 8 years ago when I was 30 years old. I had no job and I had no idea what I was getting myself into. Anyway, the reason why I moved to Thailand, I wanted something that was exciting. That's why I didn't move to like a different state in the US. I said, no, that's not gonna be for me to like go to Florida or Texas. I wanted to get out of the kind of madness that was California, but I didn't want to go to like, I was considering to move to like Idaho, somewhere like that, Montana, you know, in the US, because in America, actually, like living in Montana, no. Like it's more affordable and there was less tax and it's beautiful. Like the scenery is gorgeous. But I knew that if I moved to Montana, it was going to be cold, snowing, and boring. I wanted to go somewhere like totally different that was fun and interesting. So that's a big reason why I left. So I bought a ticket from LAX to Bangkok, a one-way ticket. This was after selling everything that I had, my car, and that one-way ticket flew me into Bangkok, and I was kind of like shocked a little bit because Bangkok is really busy and I was leaving the US and I'd just gone through like a big change, right? This was so much for me. And I just kind of wanted to get out of Bangkok and get away from the city so I could unwind. And then I ended up getting here to Chantaburi. And in Chantaburi, I was able to unwind myself a little bit and then start to experience Thailand and Thai culture. But mainly I had to relax a bit at first. Why did I move? In America, I kind of felt like there wasn't really a lot of culture going on or a lot of community. So I kind of wanted to get away from that and just see how things were different in the East. That was one real reason that I came here. I wanted to go somewhere where people seemed happy with a lot less than Westerners have. I thought that was interesting and I wanted to experience that for myself and see like, whoa, how can people live out there happily with a lot less than us? I wanted to stop overworking just to be able to like pay my bills and afford my car. I was working way too much, like 60 hours a week to do that. And I knew that in Thailand, I could work like as a teacher 40 hours and make enough to live, or maybe less than 40 hours a week. So that was appealing to me. And then I lived in Los Angeles County. It's like crowded, and I worked in Riverside, that area of California. Those areas are crowded, and I wanted to get out of those areas. So I was like, Asia is a cheap adventure, you know? Southeast Asia, that's like a cheap adventure. And I was even considering China. Some of my friends at the time were in China. So I'm gonna do this. And I pumped myself up and I did that. That was the whole deal, really. And that was 8 years ago. And now I have a daughter. She's running around screaming right now. She's so cool. And I have a beautiful wife and my house. I have all this beautiful kind of life. I guarantee if I stayed in the US, I wouldn't have like a life that's anywhere near as cool. And that's really kind of why I'm making this video, to show all that to you and how you can do this yourself, for yourself. Food culture, amazing food, out of this world, and it's cheap, right? Thailand is totally like the best place for food. People are pretty much always cool. My barber is the nicest guy. If you go anywhere for food or for service, everyone is happy. That's what I wanted out of actually a place to live. I didn't want to be in the US and the people that I'm around are like totally in a bad mood, and so am I. So getting away from that to a place where it's cheaper and you can live for so much less, like it all ends up working out. At first, like you're just riding a scooter and that feels so much better than being in a car. You know, you just feel free in the warm weather. Like you have this beautiful tropical paradise around you. Even go all the way out to Cambodia. We used to go like by scooter all the way to Cambodia when I first moved here. Like it really is an adventure. I had no idea that I wouldn't come back to the US, really. I thought maybe I'll travel like somewhere else, but when I realized that life in Thailand is like so much easier and happier, I just didn't want to leave. Like, I don't want to leave.